Hey guys, so I wanted to come in here really quickly and provide just kind of a commentary on something that I found really interesting. So Florida is passing in the midst of passing a bill um, to install these baby boxes outside of fire stations and hospitals and all this other stuff. And so I'm going to dive in real quick and just so you kind of have a context of what it's about. We're going to read this really quickly, and I just want to get into maybe the psychology behind what America is going through. Um, I know that for a fact that America is in the midst of a crisis, and it's because we don't know the gospel anymore. We're vastly approaching it. So let's go ahead and read this. So safe haven boxes and a safe haven for newborns are two charities with similar names and with the goal providing distressed mothers with a safe place to surrender their unwanted newborns instead of dumping them in the trash or along roadsides. But a fight between the two is brewing in the Florida Senate. An existing state law supported and promoted by Miami-based a safe haven allows parents to surrender newborns to firefighters and hospital workers without giving their names. A new bill supported by the Indiana Safe Based Haven boxes would give fire stations and hospitals the option to install the group's ventilated, climate controlled boxes where parents could drop off their babies without interacting with fire or hospital employees. And I think that's where I think for me, everything kind of lies. Like if you're going to abandon this baby, if you're going to leave this baby in the gutter, they're not going to ask you any questions if you show up to a hospital or if you show up to a fire station. We have this in Colorado as well. Like you can show up to a fire station, you can give over your baby and do it without your baby being hurt or whatever the case may be. And but the whole psychology behind stick this baby in a box and you don't have to deal with it anymore. For me is where I think I find the issue. It's not even the fact that we are maybe giving up children. Like I I see if you have children, you probably should take care of those children. But if you're not able to take care of those children, the safe haven law is has saved millions of babies. Um, but this we're still back to the psychology of the abortion. I don't want to see it. I don't want to take care of it. It's not mine. I don't have to live with the consequences of my actions. And I really do think that when people have to face someone face to face and talk to a firefighter or talk to a nurse or talk to somebody stating that like, hey, I've been really stressed. We've all had times in those lot in our lives where we feel overwhelmed as parents. We feel overwhelmed as um as just people living on this earth. I mean, bills pile up and you think, man, I'm not going to be able to take care of my kids, and all of a sudden you start making rash decisions like, well, then I need to give this baby up. I don't have a steady job, so I need to give this baby up. Talking to a person that may be able to talk you out of a situation that you would regret for the rest of your life, I mean, I think is worth it. I think we should you should have to face somebody if you're giving up your child. And I don't hold any regard. At least you didn't abort the baby. At least you didn't just throw it in the garbage can. Um, I just see, but I see this psychology of not wanting to deal with the repercussions of my actions, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned for my son and my daughter's generation. I'm concerned um, for us as people living in this country because I do see a trend. I see a trend of of I don't have to live with the course of my actions. I can do whatever I want to do. And so as we're getting back into this, giving a getting back into this, this is giving a woman an option of total anonymity is just that option. Is just that an option. Why would opponents want to take that away from women? The group's founders, firefighter Monica Kelsey, who was abandoned as a newborn and is an outspoken abortion opponent. She's accused Safe Haven for newborns of fearing loss of grants in the boxes or if the boxes are installed. So again, um, these are being brought by people who don't like abortion. Yeah, I would 100% be that I would 100% be on board, but I do have a problem with not having to talk to or having to show up, or at least having to interact with at least somebody. Um, and then it says this: Gordon contended that bill proponents to have proposed all amendments, and he says he would make the boxes safer and the program more workable. As Safe Haven trains fire departments and hospitals on how to implement the current law, it is not an objection to giving the mother as many as many potentials as possible to help rescue and save these babies. It's the box itself and the way the box is administered that gives us concern. And maybe this is a nothing deal, and maybe this is a something deal. Um, but for me, it kind of kind of goes back to the whole, um, if I have to deal with the courses of my actions, I'm less likely to do things that I will regret. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I just thought it was interesting. I ran across this article, and I plan on doing more of these kind of evaluations. So give me a thumbs up in the description or a thumbs down. I would want to know. I want to know if this content is helpful. If it's not, let me know what you guys find to be helpful. Have a great day.